You can't stop itching, can you? Don't worry, after today, that won't be a problem. And I was constantly using objects to scratch my skin. So I found a product that literally stopped the scratch in its tracks. It's like a bad itch that like my skin is having a problem with this, or is this an itch that's just like a healing itch? Number one product that stops scratching or itching, whatever you want to call it, and it's grounded in science, and we love science. And guess what? It's not a vino. Are you one of the few? Well, this is the channel for you. My name is Victoria, and on this channel, we discuss all things eczema related and skincare related. So if that is your thing, please stick around. Or if you have a fellow loved one that is also struggling, please forward this information. Sharing is caring. But let's get to the good stuff. So it's the middle of the night and you wake up and this is you. Scratching like a crazy person. I found a product that literally stopped the scratch in its tracks. Like I used it and maybe like 3 days later I was like, whoa, no more scratch. And it's not a steroid. So what is the $1 million product? Well, thankfully it's not $1 million, okay? This product, I found her at the bottom of the barrel at the drugstore. I walked into a Shoppers Drug Mart if you're in Canada, and you know, all the beautiful creams are all lined up and this baby, bottom shelf. Imagine that. And yet she's the one. She is the one. So what is the product that I'm talking about today? Okay, Uremol 20. That's it, 20% urea right there. I don't think this is more than $19.99, and this, I love her for the itch, okay? Here's why. So urea is great because it actually softens the skin, and at 20%, it's at the 20% level that it actually deals with the itch. Not the 10% because they have urea 10% and urea 20%. But at the 20% level, scientifically something happens that I'm gonna post now, okay? Wait for that. Did you read it? Good. On it, it says that it's clinically shown to relieve itchy and extra dry skin. Let me tell you a story time about this product. So I guess it was the summer of last year, yeah? I was experiencing extreme eczema on my hands. They were dry, they were cracked, nothing was working, and I was constantly using objects to scratch my skin. Wouldn't recommend, but I know if you're like me and you have eczema, you're doing it anyway. So I go into the Shoppers Drug Mart and I'm scanning, trying to find a cream that I haven't used before. And like I said, she was hidden at the bottom, right? Now I need you to listen to this because you need to be prepared for what I'm about to tell you. So I got in the car with my open wound eczema, right? And I went like this. Okay, it's like almost done. That's how much I love it. Anyway, squirted out, went like this. Within seconds, I was on fire. Fire, okay? So please hear me and hear me good. This baby, she burns, but only for the first couple times. And nothing was like that first burn, nothing. And what's that saying? No pain, no gain. Okay. Do not think that this burning is a bad thing. In any other circumstance, the burn would be bad. I don't know why it burns, but it works. So we're gonna go with it. So anyway, I put it on and I had children in my car. I literally had to bite my tongue. Like I have scars on my tongue from that day. I had to bite my tongue because that's how much it burned and I was not prepared for it. The next day I used it and it burned, but not as much as the first time. But that very first day, I noticed my hands were so moist. They were not dry, they were not crusty, they were moisturized, even though they were burning like heck. They only burned for about 3 or 4 minutes, so you can just put on your favorite song and just shake it off, but it does go away. As I started to use it, I did notice within days, I was not scratching my arms, I was not scratching my hands, and it was working until it wasn't, okay? And this, my friends, this is what happens with a lot of products with eczema, and it just is, your body gets used to it. I don't know why. It's like you were in a great relationship, we're in the honeymoon phase, and now all of a sudden, these creams aren't putting in work anymore. So I'm gonna show you or tell you the secret to getting your creams, especially when you find something like this, to keep working, all right? You ready for it? We're gonna call this product rotation, okay? You need to find yourself 3 at minimum products that you can rotate, okay? So this is where Aveeno, she can come back into the picture. Comes in, or whatever it is that you're using. I personally like my own combination of aloe vera gel, glycerin, and grapeseed oil. But you do you. You find your cream. There's Cetaphil, whatever the cream is that floats your boat. You're gonna use her, okay? And you're gonna only bring her out sparingly, okay? Because this she will save you, okay? So I don't want you to just use her like you're using everything else. Okay, I want you to use her with love, tender care, and affection because she will stop the itch, okay? Now, if you're using this with your children, yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do because it does burn. So I would recommend possibly starting with the Uremol 10%. The thing is, the scratch stops at 20. But I would recommend Uremol 10 just as a regular care treatment, okay? Do something like every other day, every 3 days, 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 4 days stop, whatever you gotta do so that your body does not adjust. And I actually recommend that for all the products you're using. The only problem for me is that I can't find that many products to rotate. But if you're a lucky person, maybe you can, okay? But please, when it comes to this, we don't wanna overuse her because we don't want our bodies to get used to it. But when I tell you this right here, it stops the scratch. 20% Uremol, please. Try it and come back and tell me, okay? And also tell me how much it burned, because I know that's what you're gonna complain about. Yes, it burns, okay? It burns, but it moisturizes. Something else to note, and I've noticed this with any cream that I've used for my eczema, whether it's working, okay, this is the problem. You'll have creams that do not agree with you, and then you'll have creams that do. And both of them might cause itching. One itch is caused because you're like allergic to it. Another itch is caused because the skin is actually trying to slough away the dead skin, and it wants, the itch is almost like a healing itch, okay? You're gonna have to learn to tell the difference between the two. And one way that I tell the difference between, is this like a bad itch that like my skin is having a problem with this, or is this an itch that's just like a healing itch? The way that I do it is the next day or the day after. Do I notice a decrease in inflammation? Do I notice that the skin looks better? If you are more inflamed, more red, more yucky the next day or 2 days later, chances are you're having a reaction. But if you notice your skin looks good, but you're just itchy while on it, yeah, your skin is trying to slough away dead skin cell. Itching can be a process of healing. You know, you ever get a cut and it starts to heal and it starts to scratch? Yes, because your body's doing something scientific, and I'm gonna post that here. Wait for it. Yes, your body's doing that, okay? All right, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you don't know me already, my name is Victoria, and I make videos that are surrounding eczema content. If you wanna kind of get to know my story, I have a video called My Eczema Story, all right? And that tells you all you need to know. I also have a video about topical steroid withdrawal because many people that have eczema are kind of coming off steroids, so that's a really good one. I talk about the products and that you could use and kind of what I went through. Wasn't fun, okay? Nightmare on Elm Street. Go check that one out and stay tuned for my next video.